record. Okay, now officially say good morning. It's Monday, January 11th already. So we're moving along in the month of January. This is kind of like mediocre weather. It's not super cold. It's not warm. It's got a little snow out there, but we haven't had a lot of snow at all yet. I heard we might be getting snow this weekend, but we'll see what happens. And what I've been working on is finishing up my classes, including this one, getting assignments out there and grading assignments and all that. And everything is due by Friday. Okay. So the only exception would be is if someone was in touch with me privately and there was something, unusual things going on or some good reason to extend something. Maybe they have a death in the family or something. But if there's nothing like that going on, just get everything in by Friday and we'll all be done and we'll all be happy to move on. And I don't know about you guys, but those of you that are in hybrid, I'm really looking forward to getting back to hybrid classes. So now I have one virtual class next semester, maybe two, but I got two hybrid classes. The reason I said maybe two is I might be picking up an extra one like I did this semester. Hello, Isidro. Hello, Olivia. Let's see who else is added. Daniel's added, and then the ones earlier were here. Okay, so what's going on this week? I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, so going to this week here, the test is not going to be posted till Wednesday. Okay, it's going to be more like an assignment, It's going to have internet. I might put a few other general computer things on there from that we did this semester, like from the intro terms and a few things, but it's all stuff you can use your notes on. So I'll post some information about that, and it won't be hard, and it's more of an assignment, and it's primarily internet and then a few maybe miscellaneous tech topics or terms or things on there to write a little bit about. I may have you just also share a little bit about your experiences or opinions on some of the things that we did. So that will not be hard. It'll be posted Wednesday, probably in the morning sometime, and then you can do it Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Okay. This here is this assignment here is 3 videos connected to the future. Okay. The tech is changing all the time. It's quite amazing, is even in my life. Okay. Compared to when I was in high school, I mean, it's a difference of night and day. Even compared to 10 years ago or 15 years ago, which to me is not that long ago, there's been huge changes. And there's a bunch of changes on the horizon. So one of these, basically 3 videos in one assignment. They're all short. They're like 6, 7, 8 minutes each. There's an assignment to go with them. And you watch them and do your little summary opinion type things. I might throw in a few other questions or things to think about when you're writing about it. But one is on the future of the internet. Now, this one's actually a few years old, but it's looking out into the future. So it doesn't matter if it's a couple of years old. A lot of the same types of technologies and that are on the horizon or things that we may be doing or using it for. So the internet just keeps exploding more and more and more as far as usage and things that we do with it. And most of it's good. Some of it's not. So that's part of it. One of it is on electric vehicles. Okay. Now, at the moment, I know people who have hybrid vehicles. I can't think of anyone I personally know that has an electric car. I had an aunt that had one at one time, but this is when they were a little more, they weren't that great. She got one about 10 years ago, 8 years ago, and there were a bunch of issues relating to using it, so she got rid of it. I live over in Marshall, and by I-94 at exit 110 at one of the gas stations there, they have Tesla charging stations. So it's near Hungry Howie Pizza I go to once in a while, and I see, sometime 2, 3, 4 Teslas out there charging. I saw in downtown Marshall, they had some other charging stations. They weren't labeled as Tesla. They just said EV charging at one of the parking lots down there. And I'm sure around Battle Creek, there's some charging stations around. But from everything I read and all the major companies, including General Motors and Ford and so forth, there's just a whole lot of electric stuff coming, being developed and be coming out. So expect that to be a big part of the future. And then this one here about Apple and Intel. I talked a little bit about this before, but just this is a huge thing going on right now in the computer world. Um, Apple Apple started making their own chips, the main CPU processors for things like the iPhone and the iPad years ago. So they've been developing their own chips for years. Now, Intel, the king of the computer chip manufacturers, they make the majority of the chips in regular computers. And the other big competitor to Intel is AMD. So if you have, say, a Windows computer at home, you probably have either an Intel or an AMD chip. If you have an Apple Mac computer, a regular computer, up until now, you had an Intel chip in there. Okay. So that was the way it was. Now, Apple just this year started coming out with what they call the M1 chip, which is chips that go in a regular Mac computer. And you might say, okay, what's the big deal, Mr. Rio? Well, they first ones came out this fall, and they've been doing tests with them and people using them and stuff, and they're just amazed. They're like, this just blows away Intel and AMD. I mean, not by a little, not your normal little upgrades like this, like way, way, way better, and simultaneously using way less power. And what does that mean? Well, say you have a laptop. Nowadays, if you have a regular computer, not a Chromebook, but like a full blown computer laptop, you're probably happy if you get 4, 5, 6 hours of battery time. They're talking with this M1 chips and the better batteries that are coming out, you might have where you get days of battery time for your computers, or a week. So, and they're just looking, and that's the way they design the chips, the way they're using newer technologies and everything. And you have to remember, part of the challenges when you're designing something like, say, a new computer chip is it has to work with everything else. It has to work with all the other components of your computer and your software and your graphics and everything that's going on. So this is, when they first heard Apple announce a couple of years ago they were going to be developing their own chips. And then one of the reasons that motivated them was Intel just wasn't keeping up. Intel chips were power hungry, which meant lower battery life. They weren't moving along that good in speed. Oftentimes they'd announce new chips and they'd be months behind schedule, and they just got more and more frustrated with Intel, and they decide we can do it better ourselves. And so yeah, that's a huge thing. And now it's such a big gap that the Windows side is concerned because they think they could maybe lose a lot of business to Apple, because people who need high end power might say, well, I'll just go buy a Mac because the Windows computers will fall way behind. And Microsoft announced that they might start looking into see if they can do something like that for making their own chips. Okay, so that's one assignment. That's not too hard. Then this one here is connected to the big CES going on right now, the Consumer Electronics Show. So I wanted you aware of some of that. So I put in 3 videos connected to that. Okay, get a little idea what's going on and what the Consumer Electronics Show is. And you have a little assignment to go with that. So that's not too bad. So I gave you some pretty easy assignments for your last week. And then, of course, have all your other stuff turned in. So basically, you just got these 2 assignments and then the last test, which I'll post on Wednesday. And that's pretty much it. Okay. So, that's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, being it's our last week, trying to think what else is going on. With grades, like I said, get everything in. Do your best. Hello, Trinity. Glad you joined us. I'm here all day if you want to come in. Anybody? I'll be here all day Wednesday too. Maybe another day this week. Who knows? And trying to think what else is going on here. Yeah, just get all the assignments in. Not my class, because I don't have any books or anything, but some of your other classes might have some books and things that you need to talk to teachers about getting in by next week. And then a week from today, you'll be in new classes. So the hybrid classes will be here back in person. And then there's still some virtual classes for people that choose that option. And And I do got digital video next semester. Last I knew, there's some slots open. So anyone that successfully takes this class and wants to be in there, it'll be fourth
Mr.
block.
Rio,
Yeah.
is this the only class you have next semester?
The only class, I have one section in digital video production. I also have a section of sociology if anybody's interested in taking. Sociology is especially good to take if you're thinking about doing dual enrollment or going to college in the future, because they require it. If you're going to do dual enrollment for sociology, you have to take my sociology first. And if you're, I think it's a great class for anybody, but especially if you're college bound, it's a really good class to take. And that one will be hybrid, and that one will be first block. And then I have an online version of this class again, which obviously you guys won't be in unless you don't pass it. And then I have, that's it right now. They may add another class. So that's what's going on.
Okay.
So, and if any of you are interested in stuff like HCTV and you can't take my digital video class, you're welcome to come talk to me. And maybe we can get you involved somehow, because I'm always looking for people that's willing to do some taping or got some creative ideas or learn some of our technology here. We're getting into some more live streaming and things like that. So we're quite excited about that. And I have a bunch of ideas, I'll share with those people. So that's pretty much it. It's hard to believe we started in, late August, and here we are already in week 18, wrapping things up, almost going on the middle of January. And I just tell everyone, if you're already caught up, great. Just finish the last few things and you're cruising. If you're behind and want a better grade, get everything in as quick as possible. Contact me if you got questions. If you're way behind, not only contact me, I recommend you come in here, today or Wednesday. There's a possibility I come in Thursday. So either way, you can be in touch. So, I'll be back here tomorrow morning at 9:30. Right now, our Zoom schedule is today and tomorrow normal. And I'm not sure if we'll do any Zooms on Thursday or Friday. They're officially like half days, and they give us a little time slot. Maybe I'll pop on if people got questions or something. I'll let you know. But right now, we got a normal Zoom schedule today and tomorrow. Okay?
Mr. Rio.
Yeah.
I'll be in school tomorrow. Will you be there tomorrow, or will
tomorrow? I'm
be
not
like
likely to be here. Tomorrow, I'm not likely to be here. Okay.
Okay.
My schedule this week is Monday, Wednesday, and maybe Thursday. Now, if that changes, I'll let you know. Okay. And then we are.
Well, I go to school Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Okay, I'll be here Wednesday for all day, and then I might be here Thursday. So, okay, that's about it.
Okay.
So I hope everybody has a great day. If you got questions, you want to hang around here a minute, I'll hang around another minute or so. But other than that, get your stuff done and keep an eye out for Wednesday. The test will be coming out. It'll be more like an assignment, and we'll wrap everything up this week. Okay. So take care.
Bye.
Yep. See ya.
Mr. Rio?
Yeah.
Tomorrow is again like office hours, right?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm just gonna probably just take some questions and maybe talk about some tech or something like that. So yeah, if you join us, great. If you don't join us, not a big deal.
And do you still have like a spot or two in sociology?
I don't know. You have to check with your counselor.
Okay.
And here's another thing is, let's say for the sake of argument, they say it's full.
Yeah.
That often changes. Like, like going into the first week, there's kids that drop and kids that add and everything. Okay. So if you try to get into sociology and they tell you it's full this week, and they may or may not do it, I have no idea. Don't panic. Just wait till next week and ask again. And if they say no again, then come see me and I'll see what I can do.
Okay, thank you.
And also, as someone like you, it'd be nice to, I don't know if you're interested or not, but if you wanted to be in digital video.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried that it might be a little bit much work, but I'll look into that.
Digital video, much work? Yeah. It's fun stuff. It's like editing video.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what do you think digital video was?
Okay. Yeah, I'll check with that. Okay, thank you.
I mean, I don't know what you're interested in. I mean, either one would be fine, or if you want to take both, I don't care, But one is first block, one is fourth block, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, take care.
You too.